I welcome you to the Messiah channel. We are an end time channel. We focus on things that matter for the end times. Whether it's an issue, whether it's an event, whether it is a nation, whether it is a person, a personality, and those who matter for the end times. In today's message, we are asking the question, is Donald Trump part of the New World Order? The New World Order is an agenda for the Antichrist, and that will rule the world. If you are looking at Daniel prophecy, it means the last week in Daniel's times. It means the last 7 years of this dispensation. And I'm asking this question, is Trump part of the New World Order? And I want to remind you that the question is based upon a vision that I had. I've already done videos about it, but for those who haven't heard that video, I want to repeat the vision I had on July 20th, 2018. I had a 3-day fasting about the New World Order. And I saw a vision, and I saw Donald Trump, and he was signing a document, and he called the document the Real World Order. The Real World Order. Some people were with him in an office, and when Trump left the room, those people in the office showed me a document that Trump had signed. A document that Trump had signed. The title of the document was the Real World Order. And the people in the office didn't want Trump to know that they had shown me that document. The document was very strange, it was horrific, and people were very shocked and surprised that Trump did that. And from that moment, I knew that Trump had already given the go-ahead for the New World Order. So my conclusion based on that vision means that Donald J. Trump, former President of the United States, is part of the New World Order. Forget about the vision. The fact is very clear that 1/3 of American presidents in history have been part of a secret society. You can call it a cult or an occult society, the Skull and Bones, that emerged from Yale University. And you notice that most American presidents, it means 1/3 of them came from Yale University. And there's a mystery. If you read a book by Peter Lavender, Sinister Forces, a grimoire of American political witchcraft, 3 volumes. You also know the occult and the occultic history of American politics, including the occult practices of American politics, even including pastors. And you know why so many false churches emerge from United States, a country that are believed to be the Babylon of this world. I'm talking about a question, is Trump part of the New World Order? It is no secret that this world is ruled by Satan. He's a prince of this world. John 14 verse 30 talks about it, and leaders over the world have been part of this satanic world, and they have joined secret societies And so it's no wonder that even Nelson Mandela was part of a secret society. Even Desmond Tutu of South Africa was part of this secret society. Even entertainers and celebrities have been part of this secret society. And you also have to remember that on January 20th, a year when an American president is being installed, the Freemason initiate a special ceremony in Washington to invoke the spirit of the Freemason to inhabit the president of the United States, who is going to be sworn in. And the spirit of the Freemason supposedly is going to give light to people, and it's a blasphemy because the light of this world is Yeshua, Messiah, Jesus Christ. Is Trump part of the Freemason? Even if he's not part of the Freemason, did the spirit of Freemason enter into him as the Freemason chanted January 20th when he was being sworn in? By the way, there's an African pastor who was invited to the inauguration of Trump during his presidency, the first time he won the elections. And that pastor is known to be a Freemason, and he was invited by Trump to be part of his invitees to the White House. And that African pastor was one of the people who prayed for Donald Trump. That African pastor is a member of the Freemason. He's a known occultist. Is Donald Trump a member of the Freemason? Why would he invite a pastor who is a Freemason? Fast forward 2023, we are hearing about impending indictment of Donald Trump. We are not going to talk about whether the indictment is good or bad, but Trump made a statement, social media statement, saying that if he is indicted, there will be death and destruction in the United States. And lo and behold, it's reported that a mysterious package was mailed to the office of the DA in Manhattan, the district attorney in Manhattan, who is supposedly preparing indictment for Donald Trump and the arrest or potential arrest of Donald Trump, a former president of the United States, who is going to be indicted. If it happens, it will be unprecedented. And that President Donald Trump is threatening that if he is indicted, there will be death and destruction. Donald Trump initiated the Abrahamic Accord, an agreement between Israel and the Arab nations and other nations to bring peace. And related to the Abrahamic Accord is the Abrahamic Faith Initiative, initiated by the Pope, trying to bring three religions together: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. And the Pope has built 3 houses for 3 religions in Abu Dhabi. So the Pope Francis and Donald Trump, they are working with one accord. And we all know that the Pope is not a man of God because of what he says and the blasphemy coming from his mouth. And so if Donald Trump is working in tandem in accord, in consonance with the Pope Francis, the man that some people even think he is the false prophet. If Donald Trump is working with him, then you know that Donald Trump is questionable. So that's why I'm asking the question whether he's part of the New World Order. Donald Trump, I wouldn't say he's racist. Probably you say he's racist because he makes explicit racist comments on becoming of an American president. And I know that Donald Trump is against the 2019 project. What's the 2019 project? It's a project that was initiated to commemorate the 400-year anniversary of the enslavement of African Americans who were shipped against their will, kidnapped in Africa, shipped against their will, and sent to the United States in 1619, living in captivity until 2019, 400 years. And so there was a ceremony, a project done in commemoration of the 400-year anniversary of African American Hebrew captivity in United States. A book was written about it, and Donald Trump was against this book. So Donald Trump is against the Hebrews, the African Americans who are true Hebrews who are scattered over the world. If somebody is against the children of God, it means the person is not an ordinary racist. The person is working in tandem with the Antichrist and those who oppose the children of God. In Revelation chapter 12 verse 1, you see Satan fighting the woman pregnant, the Messiah, Israel, with her babies. And in the end times, Satan will indwell the Antichrist, and the Antichrist will persecute the children of God. Even when he's not the Antichrist, Donald Trump has been racist and is making a lot of racist comments about black people, about Negroes, and about Africans, about the people of God. And so if he becomes the Antichrist, I'm not saying he's going to be the Antichrist, but I'm just saying. By the way, a member of this channel sent an email to me, and the member believes that Donald Trump is the Antichrist. The member said this came through revelation. I cannot confirm who is the Antichrist. I cannot confirm who is the false prophet. My messages are based upon revelations, and I have to be very careful whatever comes from my mouth, particularly when I am speaking through Messiah Revelation channel. I have to be very careful. I don't just say anything because I have to say it. I'm saying that somebody said it was revealed Donald Trump is the Antichrist, but I'm not confirming or denying that. All I will say is that in Matthew chapter 24 verse 4, the Lord said we had to be very careful. People will deceive us. So let's go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump portrays himself to be anti-deep state. He's anti-global elite. And that could be a deception. He's also threatening death and destruction if he's indicted for offenses that are proffered against him. In other words, Donald Trump is agitating for lawlessness. And the Antichrist is a man of sin and lawlessness. And you also have to remember that it is an agenda of the New World Order. It's an agenda of the Freemason to weaken the United States, and so that they will have the free reins, the free hand to initiate the New World Order. So anything that is done to weaken America and to destroy America is part of the agenda of the New World Order. If through Trump there is death and destruction, as he's saying, if Trump is indicted and there's death and destruction, it means the United States is weakened. It means the United States will be destroyed from inside. It means the Freemason agenda and the New World Order agenda will work. And is it a secret that Trump is working indirectly for the New World Order? Is the New World Order using Trump? Is Trump sacrificing himself to be used for the New World Order? Is Trump being deceptive? Is he hiding his true spiritual identity? When I saw Trump in a vision on July 20, 2018, signing a secret document called the Real World Order, was God showing me that Donald Trump is part of the New World Order. I believe that Donald Trump is part of a mission, and that mission is not a divine mission. Even when he tries to be the Cyrus for Israel, even when they mint his name on a coin, even when he helped them to build the new temple in Jerusalem, even though he transferred the capital, the embassy of the United States from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, even though he did all that, that doesn't mean that Donald Trump is a man of God. But his followers are worshiping him like their God. Trump is their God. Some evangelicals are worshiping him like a God, in a court-like manner. So my question again, is Trump part of the New World Order? Thank you for listening to this message.